I want to help explain to the guys why women need to feel safe and secure and trusting to have sex with you. And because a lot of guys feel like, oh my God, I got to jump through all these hoops, these damn women. Well, let's imagine that you're in a room with a bunch of really strong guys that are stronger and bigger than you that could take you out in a second. How your body's going to feel. And let's imagine that you got to pick these guys to put their hand around your throat and not choke you, or that you're going on an overnight, week-long camping trip with one of these guys. Who would you trust to be alone with on a week-long camping trip? How are you going to make sure that this guy isn't like going to rob you, kill you, maybe rape you? You know, what kind of guy would you want? He's got to be strong enough that you can count on him in an emergency, but gentle enough that he's not going to kill you, rape you, or steal from you. You know, he's got to be reliable. Just think about that, guys. Don't just listen to me talk. Actually, think about it. What would you look for in a man that you would go alone with into the wilderness for a week, or to be in a room with, and they're going to put their hand around your throat? They could either to subdue you in a pretend mock fight. They could do it like this, or they could do it like this. Who would you trust with their hand around your neck? So we're talking about a physical thing. But now let's go to the sexual thing, because women during sex, we open. We allow your penis to enter our body. So for you to want a penis to enter your body, and I think a healthy man is going to explore with anal play, because prostate massage is extremely pleasurable. And men have much better orgasms when they have a prostate massage. So I think that any man who, unless he's got some unresolved issues about his own body, or he was sexually abused, he's going to want to do some anal experimentation. And when it comes to a man having his anus penetrated, it's going to be tight. Nothing's going to get in. It's going to hurt if someone tries to even put a finger in for a prostate massage. In order for the anus to relax, so I'm talking about a physical response. We're not trying to be this way to upset you. We have to physically feel safe, and your body will tell you. Okay, that's why I gave the first examples as, you know, who would you trust? But I should have said, listen to your body. Okay, listen to your body when I say, how did your body respond when I said these men, a room full of big, strong, burly men are going to put their hand around your throat one by one? Who would you trust to do it? Feel your body's response. I bet a lot of you are like, no way. That's how we feel. Because you're stronger. Our body can tell that your body is stronger. We can tell that we have to vet you to trust you. And the same way as going into a wilderness with a guy, your body is going to be like, whoa, I need to feel safe. Is this guy going to be safe? That's a healthy response. Okay, that's a healthy response. If you didn't feel anything, you may be one of those people, sorry to say, who's disconnected from your body, because you're just thinking, you're just here, and you're completely disconnected from your body. And some women are. The ones that go around hooking up with everyone and coming right over and fucking you and bouncing on your dick and leaving. Those women are disconnected from their bodies and their emotions. But let's go on about the men now. So your anus has the same function. It's closed. Okay, it's closed. It has to be relaxed and trusting to open. It will open when you have to defecate, you have to poop, and it can also open to safe, pleasurable touch, like a hand rubbing around the anus, or some rimming, slow, sensual, warm rimming. And if a man trusts his partner and his body is relaxed, his anus will automatically relax to allow in a well lubricated finger. If it's not your partner, for safe sex. Put a condom or a finger cot on your finger. Don't just, because you can spread STDs with stool. It's more hygienic. If it's your partner, you may not want to use a condom on your finger. But anyway, the point being, if a man is very trusting, and when I was an escort, I did a lot of these with guys that had never had it done. There's nothing hotter than a guy who's so comfortable with his sexuality that he's willing to try things like that. When a guy's like, don't get near my ass, I'm like, you're very sexually suppressed and it's not hot. I do respect people's boundaries though, but I'm just saying, if you're a guy who feels like it makes you gay, it's only gay if a man is doing it. Even if a man is just kissing you, that's gay. And who cares if you're gay? But everyone has an ass. It's your ass. A woman touching you does not make you gay. And being pegged does not make you gay. It just makes you a man who enjoys anal penetration. But in order to like that, you have to be relaxed and trusting. So some of it comes down to, if you're new to it, if you're experienced, you're going to be more relaxed and open already, especially if you've done your own anal play. But what I'm talking about here is, this is a way that men can tell what it's like to be a woman in sex, because we have to open our vaginas. We open our hearts first to you, okay? Because we're not focused in on trying to penetrate you. We open our hearts to you. We open our bodies to you when we hug you, like it's an opening. And we open our vaginas to you. We're opening. Men don't open. We're receiving and opening and allowing. Men don't open. I'm trying to explain to you what it's like to open. Opening your ass is the best example I can give a guy to make him kind of understand. And of course, the men in the room and the going on a wilderness trip. Okay, Shahrazad, get to the fucking point. So if a man is relaxed and trusting, his sphincter muscle will be relaxed to allow a finger to go in, and he will experience a lot of pleasure and intense orgasm. If he's tense, if he's not trusting, if he's nervous, and he has a lot of reasons to be nervous. Your sphincter muscle is protecting you for a reason. If the man, for any reason, has some fear or is not trusting or thinks it's going to hurt, his sphincter muscle is not going to relax. That finger's not going to go in. And if the partner tries to go in, it's going to hurt. It should never, ever hurt. Penetration should never, ever hurt. If it hurts, the person is not feeling safe. The person is not feeling trusting. The person is not aroused enough. So you stop. You do not force your way in. And this is why I always think that men who want to do anal to a woman should have anal done on themselves, because I've only done anal a few times in my life, and the only men that were good at it were men who were bisexual. They were good at it because they knew what it took. They understood how you have to go slow and all of that. I think I've just done it like with 3 different people in my life, 3 or 4. And that's not something I do with my sugar daddies either. That's something to do with the boyfriend or husband. Bareback and anal are things to do with a committed boyfriend or a husband. Only. For me. You do you. Okay. But the point I was trying to make is, if you as a man realize what's involved for you to open your ass to someone, to open your asshole to someone, you have to trust that person. You have to be turned on and you have to be trusting. And that's what a woman needs to want to have your penis in her. She has to be turned on and she has to trust you. And trusting is not just you're going to keep your word. It's trusting you to regulate your emotions, to be there, to care. Just the same way that you would want to trust the man that is going to put his hand around your throat in a room with just the 2 of you, or a man who's going to go alone with you into the wilderness for a week. That's what women feel like with men. That's what I really hope you guys will understand. And ladies, I would love for you, if you have other examples to help these guys understand, that we are physically smaller and weaker, and we need to really trust the man to be turned on and receptive to him. Now, there are damaged women who do not need trust at all. Damaged women do not need trust. They just need attention. Damaged women will just come right over and fuck you. They're angry. They hate men. They're trying to get back at someone. They're trying to relive a childhood sexual abuse situation, but this time on their own terms. They don't need to trust you. They just need to get back at you. Just write your dick and leave you the way they were left. Objectify you the way they were objectified. Objectify themselves the way that they were objectified as children, or what they saw their parents do. Wounded women don't need to trust you. They just need your attention, or they need to use you to get back at someone, or some kind of revenge thing. This is my opinion. Emotionally healthy women are not going around hooking up. Unless, of course, they're young and in college, experimenting, or just got out of a very bad sex relationship and they're experimenting for a very brief time. Brief, meaning like a year or two, tops. Emotionally healthy women need to trust you, and they're embodied, and they open their hearts, and then they open their bodies. The same way that you as a man need to trust a man for something where you're vulnerable. Hand around the throat, a weekend in the wilderness, or a finger or a dildo in your ass. I think this is one of my best videos ever. I fucking love this video. Because I'm always trying to find ways to explain things, the differences between men and women. And I think I nailed it on this one. And I think what men like to do is they see a beautiful woman and they just want to touch her. They just want to touch her and get in there. But you have to think about how we feel. We want that too, but we got to trust you first. So what would you look for in a woman? Who would you trust with your asshole? Who would you trust with your throat, with the weekend out in the wilderness, or with your asshole? And we have to kind of get in each other's shoes a little bit here. And thank you for watching my video.